Hi, I'm Angela Watercutter with Wired.com for Flipboard, and we are here at South by Southwest at the PGI offices in Austin, and I'm with Howard Lindzon, CEO of StockTwits. How are you? Good, how are you?
Good.
So if you could tell me a little bit about StockTwits.
StockTwits is an idea network. So people share, like they do on Facebook news or friend photos, on Twitter they share information.
Right.
StockTwits is the exact same thing, but people share ideas around stocks and financial news. And so it's a social network based around tickers and news events and stocks.
So instead of hashtags, you would have tickers for various sort of...
Yeah, so we created our own hashtag, which is a $ ticker, so that if you really want to talk about Apple, the company and the stock, and you tag it $AAPL, it gets picked up by StockTwits, and you can post it either from Twitter or you can post it from StockTwits, and it gets filtered and curated and sent through our stream so people can see real time what people are trading or doing with Apple.
So it allows people who work in finance to kind of have their separate own sort of Twitter where they can discuss things and get expert opinions and things like that.
It's verticalized community, and it's bursts around tickers, and it's really made for stocks. So financial people have loved chat from day one.
Right.
And so Twitter and Facebook is just a new way to communicate, and we've just focused it in and around finance.
Well, I would imagine with the financial industry where everything is very fast-paced and like quick bursts of information really are crucially important to things that are happening in the markets, it's got to be
We're breaking news all the time. We say that a plane lands on the Hudson every minute on StockTwits, and it's the biggest event in the world every day.
Right.
So while the Grammys happen once a year, I think, now.
Yeah.
And they'd like to do it every day, probably for ratings, but the stock market opens every day, and it's now global. So when our market closes, other markets are open, and then you have Asia overnight, and you have the current. So there's currencies guys coming in, and then there's news people coming in, and then during the market hours in the United States, it's all stock guys, and they're there all day.
Yeah. And so how long ago did StockTwits launch?
It launched in March of 2009.
Okay, so just getting off the ground.
Yes.
And you mentioned Apple. I have to ask the question of the moment, which is what's hotter right now, the iPad 2 or Apple stock?
Apple seems to get stronger. I'm an Apple fanboy from a financial basis. I'm not a technology person, but I've owned stock, publicly. I own it now. I've owned it on the, it's just they seem unstoppable because they've got you locked in.
Yeah.
Now, eventually, people will chip away, I guess, at this franchise, but they seem to get stronger. So I would say that I'm bullish.
Yeah. Okay.
It's the number one, as you would suspect, it's the number one most talked about and followed ticker on our
That was going to be my next thing. Is it constantly a trending topic for you guys?
It's constantly a trending topic. Now, our trending topics are very interesting because what's so interesting is that we're niche. So we don't have the bots and the spam and well, we do, but we curate. But so our trending topics are just so interesting because the idea for traders is to find stuff that may be ahead of somebody else.
Yeah.
Or just, we like clicking around tickers. The other thing about finance and chat and finance and community is that ideas, right? We don't know what the next click can lead to something that's of interest to us.
Right.
So it's fun.
Yeah.
It's fun.
And so what are you doing here at South by Southwest?
We are just, we're a fish out of water. I don't think anybody here cares about the stock market.
Well, I don't know, maybe.
But we like barbecue food just like anybody else, and we like all our potential biz dev partners are here.
Right.
We're a tech company in a way, so Wired, this is exciting for us because this is not our normal audience. Flipboard is an amazing product. iMeet, which is a great interface for communications from PGI, which is a public company, is throwing this party. And Austin's got a lot of public companies internally, restaurants, tech companies, etc. Yeah. So StockTwits just needs to start growing and expanding its core audience.
So it's more of a network for you guys.
It's a network, sorry. Short answer, network.
Networking, right. Well, that's great. Thank you so much, Howard, for joining us here on Flipboard's Red Couch at South by Southwest. I'm Angela Watercutter with Wired.com.
Thank you.
Thank you.